Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow. And one of the things that we brought up a few times when we talk about Sniperwolf is how other content creators are treated on the platform. Now, one of the biggest situations people know about would be Actman. Actman made a joke about doxing because another user on the platform known as Quantum TV, who was engaging in that action, was not being punished, was not having any actions taken against them. But because Actman made a joke, his entire channel was removed from the YouTube partner program. Now, of course, this is a little different from Sniperwolf because Sniperwolf actually doxed somebody, but she did it using Instagram. And as of right now, she has a temporary suspension from monetizing both of her main channels, while Instagram has taken zero actions against her. So the Actman situation, I think, is fresh in a lot of people's minds. But what I did, I was looking up her name because I was trying to see, who else has been dealing with problems with YouTube, and just kind of showing you like the stark difference in treatment. But we're gonna look at 3 examples. But before we do that, please do me a favor, drop a like on this video, share the content on this channel, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. The channel growth has been really impressive, and it's all because of you guys viewing the content. And well, I might not like Keffals, but this is one of the ones that I saw Keffals tweeting about. Dylan Burns is from what I know of him and from what the content I've seen of him, it's primarily doing like political debates, like being a moderator in political debates. But he had his entire channel apparently demonetized by YouTube, and he has been attempting to get some type of response from YouTube. And this is probably the most common thing, one of the most common things that smaller content creators have to deal with, which is trying to get some type of response from YouTube when they demonetize your channel. In the Sniperwolf situation, they waited an entire week to take actions against her. They were very clear about why they were doing it. However, in the Dylan Burns situation, they didn't explain anything to him. They went ahead and demonetized his channel for some type of violation of policy. They were not clear about what policy he violated at all. And they just said, well, sorry, go pound sand. We don't want you here anymore. Dylan Burns has tried appealing the decision, and YouTube has kind of told him, well, kindly, politely, fuck off, right? That's how YouTube tends to treat a lot of smaller content creators. And I personally know of other content creators who have been pulled from the partner program for no apparent reason. They haven't been given any explanation. They've been giving no reason why they were pulled. And listen, Dylan Burns, even if you don't like the content he makes, I mean, I'm not a personal fan of his politics, but at the same time, he has a right to be on the platform. He has a right to monetize his content. And when he clearly hasn't violated the terms of service, or at least YouTube can't define what violations he's actually made to the platform, they should not remove him from the partner program. If Sniperwolf can clearly violate YouTube's terms of service on multiple occasions, okay? She's abused the DMCA system to get someone's personal information to dox them. That happened in 2016. And then as of this year, she doxed another YouTube content creator. And her only punishment is a temporary suspension. She hasn't been pulled from the program outright. She's been given a temporary suspension for an indefinite amount of time. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 months. Nobody knows because YouTube isn't communicating that with the public. However, Dylan has been just outright pulled off the platform. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. And like, how are you supposed to operate a channel or have a brand on this platform if you're given no indications of what rules you're violating, why you're being punished, or how you can even make up for whatever mistakes you may have made? But let's talk about another one. Now, this one has a bit of a happier ending. So this is a content creator known as Zallard. I hope I said that right. Zallard's entire channel was demonetized for the reason of reuse content from other channels. Now, I find that hilarious, okay? Because right now, Sniperwolf's like uploads for months now have just been her taking content that she's stealing off of TikTok and providing no credit to those creators, even though some of that material is copyright claimed, right? Like they have copyright on their content. Sniperwolf is taking it, re-uploading onto her channel. It is specifically reused content. And they have never once cared about this. They have taken no actions against against her. And I believe recently, because Jackstone's covered this, a content creator did file a copyright claim against her and did get his content pulled down from her channel. Now, I don't recommend that for most people because we've seen what will happen if SSniperwolf gets access to your personal information. She is hostile and she is nasty. But at the same time, clearly, this would be a content violation, but no actions taken against SSniperwolf. This guy, and let's go to his channel really quick, 35.6 thousand subscribers, okay? And as you can see, he is currently monetized, and that is because he was able to successfully file an appeal against YouTube's decision because apparently YouTube made a mistake. He isn't reusing any content on his channel. He actually has no violations of the YouTube Partner Program. Somebody at YouTube made a mistake and had his entire channel demonetized. So now he has to go back in and remonetize every single video on his channel over a mistake that YouTube made, because he does like video game clips and those are similar to some other people's video game clips. But because this guy has a small channel, they did not give a shit. They just decided to punish this guy for literally no reason, okay? We've seen the slap on the wrist that they've given to SSniperwolf, and then when she again violated policy and re-uploaded her content to a monetized channel, they again gave her a slap on the wrist. They just demonetized the other channel, took no actions against her beyond that. Even though their own terms of service says you are open to getting your whole channel terminated when you engage in that behavior. This guy did literally nothing wrong, okay? He did literally nothing wrong. I know what you're thinking, well, you know, Crow, this isn't that bad. I mean, you know, he was able to file an appeal and they were able to get his channel back online. Well, okay, what about the Dylan Burns situation? This guy did literally nothing. And or at least they can't define what he did. When he appeals the decision, they just ignore it. I mean, that's typically what most small content creators have to deal with. We're just told, hey, we'll look at it. 2 weeks later, no response. We're still looking at it. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it is obvious that there is a clear and present double standard when it comes to a content creator like SSniperwolf and literally everybody else on the platform. How are you supposed to manage your channel? How are you supposed to manage your brand on YouTube when the rules are not clearly defined, when you can break those rules and depending on who you are, they don't give a shit, or when you can literally not do anything and they can still pull you from the partner program? How are you supposed to manage your channel? He got lucky. He got lucky. And I say he got lucky because if it wasn't for the SSniperwolf situation that was currently going on, not as many people would have seen this happening. Because of SSniperwolf, a lot of people started quote tweeting this guy and going like, hey, YouTube, why are you punishing this guy and not doing anything about SSniperwolf? Why is he getting his entire channel demonetized and you're not doing anything about SSniperwolf actually doxing, right? So YouTube saw it and YouTube very quickly moved to get this guy's channel put back on the partner program. That is all luck. That is all timing. If the SSniperwolf situation did not happen, this dude's channel would just be done. I guarantee you, this guy's channel would just be 100% done and dead, because that's how YouTube treats its content creators. Final one, and I'm not trying to be a dick to the guy because, look, I'll be honest, I don't know this guy's channel. I checked out a couple of videos and it looks like he's just uploading like gameplay clips. It's nothing that crazy, but you know, the channel has like less than a couple hundred views on these videos. Nothing too traumatic or anything like that, but it seems like a lot of it is just, you know, uploading gameplay content and shit like that. But his channel was pulled from the YouTube Partner Program, and again, for the exact same reason that they gave for taking Zallard off the YouTube Partner Program. It's because he's reusing content. What about SSniperwolf? Her entire channel is reused. Well, I say entire channel, sorry. Her most recent uploads are just reused content off of TikTok. But YouTube doesn't care. YouTube isn't doing anything about that. They seemingly don't give a shit about their own policies if SSniperwolf is involved. But this is the type of shit that small content creators have to deal with. This is the type of garbage small content creators have to deal with. Our channels get yanked off the program. We're given no reason why they were yanked off the program. And if we're lucky, we might get some way of appealing it. And that's only if there's enough people tweeting at YouTube to get the channel remonetized. And if not, well, you're just done. All the work you put in, all the hard work you put in to get yourself built up, to build your own brand, it's just gone. It's taken away from you. And why? Because YouTube does not care at all about their content creators. They only care about a small group of elite people, and that is it. It's disgusting. It's trash. Again, why should anyone follow the terms of service when clearly YouTube doesn't care about it? Because if you don't follow the terms of service, you may get punished, you might not get punished. If you do follow the terms of service, you may get punished, you might not get punished. Is it just like, oh, we're gonna spin the wheel today and see if we land on fucking red or not? Anyways, guys, I wanted to talk to you about it because these were three like very recent examples people have been tweeting about, right? That just show a clear double standard between how every other content creator gets treated and how YouTube has been breaking their backs to help protect SSSniperwolf. This is what's pissing people off. So anyways, guys, I do invite you to do me something, a small favor. If you know of other examples of other channels who have been harshly punished and given no reason for that punishment, please put their names in the comments section. Let's go ahead and take a look at the things other small content creators have had to deal with that YouTube has just not cared about at all. Harsh punishments levied against other users, where SSniperwolf was given multiple passes and has never had the rules actually enforced against her.